Oh, you know the vibes when I go live. It's your girl Jayla, better known as Why Not Jayla, Big Boss Jayla, whatever you want to call me. And I'm here with the one and only Ray Winzer of Ray's Way. So look, first off, thanks for being here, and I'm really excited to talk with someone who's diving into trade world and already running a business right now out of high school. Can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what your business is all about?
Yeah, my name is Ray Winzer. I'm on Ray's Way, LLC. It's a pressure washing and mobile detailing company.
Okay, Ray, most people are still figuring things out at this stage in their life, but you've already started building something. Where did that drive come from?
I always had it in my childhood. I actually started my first line service company at the age of 7, so I did that for a while. After I saved up, bought a pressure washer. I saw off TikTok, people pressure washing driveways as an easy source of income for a young teenager. And after that, I started Ray's Way pressure washing service.
So let's go back a bit. You said you were 7 years old. So at 7 years old, what was the moment like? What really sparked it for you?
I just wanted to make some money, and the easiest business most people start is mowing yards. So I got my lawnmower, went knocking on doors in my neighborhood, and started mowing yards.
Okay, what made you decide to start your own business instead of going straight into working for someone else?
Time is valuable. You can't get time back, but you always can get money back. So, I feel like it's not smart to waste hours of your day making minimum wage, $7, $10 an hour, when I can go spend 30 minutes of my day and make about $120 an hour.
Were there any people, mentors, teachers, family who inspired you to be along this way?
My parents, my dad drive, my mom drive, and they always motivated me to keep working and pushing.
So Ray, do you remember your first customer?
Yes, my first customer was actually my house. I practiced and everything, and then I went to my neighbors, and they, watched me grow up and watched me start a business, so they was my first customers.
Okay, starting young can come with many challenges. Did you run into any situations where someone didn't take you seriously because of your age?
Not really. People was actually excited that I was young, getting to see a young black man getting outside the house, hustling, and trying to make some money.
Nice. How did you learn the business side of things?
Diversity. You always come with problems when you run a business, so it's basically a learning experience every day.
How did you juggle running a business while finishing high school? That's a lot to take on.
Yes, I actually was in high school, played football, soccer, and I did run track for a year. So it was very difficult of me to manage time and all my schoolwork. But I was motivated, I was dedicated. So even after school, I went out right after school, after practice. I went out knocking on doors, looking for jobs. And even Saturday mornings after workouts, I went from 7 to 12. And after workouts, I got to working.
Looking back, do you think school prepared you for what's going on now? Was it more of a figure it out yourself kind of thing?
It was more of a figure out yourself thing.
What do your friends and family think about what you're doing, and are they supportive?
They're very supportive. They're happy. Actually, I'm probably the only person in my family that's run a business or have a business and actually doing good at it.
What's something about your trade that people don't really understand until they're in it?
It's not easy as it seems, as social media portrays it to be. Social media portrays business owners all successful, but they don't show the downfalls and all the different diversity they face with being a business owner.
That is true. So with that, what is your favorite part about your work?
I get to meet new people every single day. People of different trades or different careers, and it's about marketing. So it's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
That is true. That is very true. Are there any tools or techniques that you're geeked over about?
No, not really.
Not really. Okay. So what is something that you're really good at and you take pride in?
My work ethic. I've always had a work ethic since a young age. So yeah, that's what everybody say. So
nice. Where do you see your business in 2 to 5 years?
I do have part-time employees right now, and I am still pursuing real estate. So with real estate takeover, I am probably going to seeing it full-time employees.
Okay, so I heard you said about real estate. So is that a big goal or dream that you've been wanting to do over the years?
Yes, I've always dreamed to be a real estate agent. So I'm actually in school right now doing online courses to get my license.
So what does success mean for you on this point in your journey?
Success means to me is build wealth, not being rich, but build wealth, have different assets to keep me living the rest of my life.
So for young people out there thinking about going into a trade or starting their own business, what would you say to them?
I would say go for it. Going to college wasn't my thing, but most people go to college and don't even use their degree. So I think trade school is a really good.
So Ray, what's something that you've learned the hard way that you wish someone had told you earlier?
That business is not as always the same on social media. So there's been some months that I've made $0, and some months I've made a whole bunch of money. So yeah, that's just to stay pushing through it and stay focused.
And finally, what's one myth about being young, black, and in a business that you like right now?
I guess that people say you can't do it because of your skin color, or people can't do it because you're young, but that doesn't mean anything in the market.
Before we wrap things up, where can we find your work or connect with you on any social media platforms if we want to learn more or maybe want to even be hired by you?
On Facebook, TikTok, Raiseway LLC, and my number 318-278-3754.
You know the vibes when I go live. It's your girl Jayla, better known as Why Not Jayla, Big Boss Jayla, whatever you want to call me. And I've had the pleasure to sit down with the one and only Ray Winzer of Raiseway. So look, y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in here on Hits 96.3.